Good morning, please start.
Sorry.
Good morning, teacher.
Hello, hello. Hello. Good morning. I hope everyone is present. We'll just wait for a few more students to join and then we can start the class. Hello, a very good and warm morning to everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. So I am Yamini and here on I'll be taking your English classes. Due to this pandemic, we all are stuck at home and I hope you all are safe and doing well at your home and using your time productively. And I'll be taking English from today and let's start. I believe you class 10 students are doing up good with your other subjects, and let's start English and begin English from today. So, as the maximum people are there, yeah, okay. So coming to myself, first of all, I would like to give a brief introduction about my teaching. I'll tell you, see. English is something, being an English medium student, being a CBSE student, English is required in every stage of our life, okay. See, it's not like, okay, see, other subject, every subject is important, but being an English medium student, we have to put it down everything in English, okay. So English is a global language. Wherever we go, English follows us, okay. There's this one language which is understood by everyone in an international level, and that is English. Okay, so coming to concepts, see, whatever concept you understand or whatever thing you understand. So first of all, I'll tell you how I prefer to teach. See, I'll talk to you in basic English which each and every student can understand, and being a 10th class student, you should be well versed with all the words I have been using, okay. So basic English which we use in our daily life, we go to the market, just suppose you are done with your graduation and you're going abroad for your post graduation. You need to have the basic skills of English to communicate with everyone, okay. Whatever it is, you need to communicate properly in basic English in order to sustain or survive there, right. So I'll be teaching, it's not that I'll okay, see, I'll be talking English to English, okay. First of all, I prefer to talk English to English so that you can understand each and everything. And why English, I'll tell you. See, if I want, I can, like, if you guys want, I can teach you in Hindi or Odia. I will do that in between, where the words are complex, where I want you to understand the chapter well or the concept, particular concept well. I'll tell you the thing, I'll repeat the thing in Hindi or Odia. But first of all, I'll tell you in English, because when you sit down in the exam and write, being an English medium student, we have to write it down in English and remember, not in English or Odia. Okay, so when you sit down, if I tell you in Hindi, tomorrow the same thing will be recorded in your secondary memory, or maybe when you sit down you'll remember the Hindi words which I told you, but not the English words which I told you. Okay, so if we talk or if we communicate in English properly, so that becomes your habit, okay. Wherever you go, whatever you do, the first thing you should think in English and then write in English, okay. At least, especially in English subject. Literature, when you come to class 10th, be it CBSE or ICSE, is very deep, very vast, okay. You need to understand, you need to learn the basic terms in English, okay. So I believe everyone is okay with the introduction. So whatever feedback you have, please do let me know. You want what if I go faster in middle, I think it's my problem, I just go fast in the middle, please let me to go slow. I'll stop in between, clarify your doubts. We'll just clarify, see whatever it is, we'll clarify it, we'll try to cover maximum part in the class. Okay, so after the class is over, what's the part, what I expect you from you? Today's class is over, just since you are at home, so after taking a break, or maybe somewhere in the evening when you have a break, when it's a study time, just sit and then revise the whole thing. Just revise it. Okay, you have your back questions, just cross check your answers with that. And I'm telling you, those who think they are weak in English, please put your words, like write it down on your copies. Okay, write it down of your copies. Each and every sentence is important. See, and again, why talking in English? Grammar. See, first of all, grammar is very important. Okay, you talk to, why is grammar important? Not just for your exams, you need to get 70 in English, 80 in English, 90 in English. No. Why grammar is important? Wherever you go, whomsoever you talk to, you need grammar in order to communicate. You can't change the tense. You can't change the tense from past to future and talk to anyone. Okay, so that's not communication. There will be miscommunication. So in order to communicate properly, we need to be well versed with grammar. So I'll try to imbibe all the grammatical skills, all the pronunciation skills, apart from the textbook which you have. Okay, apart from the textbook, I'll try to imbibe the knowledge which will help you for your overall development, be it here in the school or outside. Whenever you pass or whenever you go outside, that will be helpful for you in an overall manner. Okay, so what say, let's just start with the chapter. So let's begin with the first chapter of class 10th, A Letter to God. I don't know if many of you have covered this chapter in school or not, so that's none of the point. So I'll start with the first chapter, A Letter to God. Even if you have studied it, let's just give it a revision again and let's just do it from the scratch. Okay, so A Letter to God is a story written by G.L. Flintus. Okay, Flintus is F-L-E-U-N-T-U-S. Okay, so it's not Fluentus, it's Flintus. Okay, so G.L. Flintus is a very renowned poet. Okay, he has written many good stories and many poems, and one of it is the Letter to God. So let's start with the summary. I'll maybe later I'll give you the sketch of what the story exactly is. What the story revolves around a letter of God. Okay, once we cover this summary, what is a summary basically? Summary is basically the skeleton of the story. Okay, once we know where the parts are, then once we read the story, see why is summary important before the story? So that you understand what the story is about. So when I teach you, you will get the glimpse of everything, so you can connect the points. So all the points are in your brain, and now when I teach you, you can connect all the points and you say like, acha last mein ye hua, acha baad mein ye hua. Okay, so you get the overall understanding of the entire chapter. Okay, so let's start with the summary. So what the story revolves around is, the story is based on something known as belief. Okay, what is belief? Belief is something, bharosa, that bharosa we have upon someone. Okay, that yaqeen. Okay, मुझे यकीन है उस पे. अच्छा, मुझे भगवान पे यकीन है. I have belief on God. Okay, that's what belief means here. So basically this story revolves around an unquestionable belief on God or anyone. What is unquestionable? Unquestionable means उस यकीन पे ना कोई कंडीशन है, ना कोई टर्म. सी यू हैव टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस, राइट, कि मैं तुम पे भरोसा करूंगी अगर. You have that agar, right? So this story is revolved around having unconditional and unquestionable belief on someone or something. Okay, so this story is based in Latin American. It's a Latin American country. Okay, so the Latin. This story is based on the Latin American country, and it revolves around a farmer named Lencho. Now before going to it, I'll tell you. So if the question, if you, the exam questions ask you who is the protagonist, what will you say? Please, can anyone let me know who is the protagonist? Okay, yeah, Lencho. But can anyone tell me what a protagonist actually means? Okay, Varun Patro, very good. Aishwarya, writer. Okay, next. Just I'll wait for two. Okay, Aishwarya Das, the main character. Okay, so okay, few of you have answered appropriately. So being a 10th class student, you should know who a protagonist is. Protagonist is the lead character or the main character of a play or a story or a poem. Okay, see, बाघी में हीरो कौन था? Okay, we don't say बाघी में protagonist कौन था, we say बाघी में हीरो कौन था, right? Okay, दबंग का हीरो कौन था? दबंग का हीरो is सलमान खान. Okay, बागी का हीरो is टाइगर श्रॉफ, I believe, I guess, yeah, right, टाइगर श्रॉफ. So ये जो letter to God है, who is the protagonist? He is the Lencho. Okay, in literature, in English, whoever the main leader or the main character of the story, he is the protagonist, or he or she is known as the protagonist. Okay, so the story revolves around the protagonist. Clear? Any doubts? Yeah, very good. Let's proceed. So, who is the protagonist here? Lencho is the protagonist. Very good, we are well versed. Let's start. So, the story revolves around Lencho, who is a farmer. Okay, and this story is based upon Lencho, who has a field of corn. Okay, corn. What is corn? भुट्टा. जो हम लोग भुट्टा खाते हैं ना बारिश के दिनों में, या फिर कहीं पे स्वीट कॉर्न हो, whatever that we call is corn, right? So Lencho का कौन सा खेत था? Lencho का भुट्टे का खेत था. Okay, he had a farm of corn. Okay, so Lencho the farmer, who is the protagonist of the story, writes a letter to God seeking help from him, because in order to have, एक चीज बताओ, what do you need for a proper farm? Okay, एक खेती जो फसल अच्छे से होना है उसके लिए what do you need? Okay, apart from the seeds which we put, apart from the fertilizers we put, the most important factor is rain. हाँ कि नहीं? बारिश होगी, अच्छी बारिश होगी तभी फसल उगेगा. ओके, फसल उगेगा तभी लेंचो उसको बेचेगा, उसको खाना पैसा मिलेगा, वो अपने और उसके परिवार का पेट भरेगा. Right? If only he earns money, if only he has good yield this year, he can sell the crops, earn money and fulfill the needs of himself and his family. Right? So Lencho writes a letter to God seeking help. Why? Because his crop has been destroyed due to hailstorm. Okay, what is a hailstorm? Just tell me in Hindi or Odia, whatever it is. Just can you tell me what is a hailstorm? Does anyone know? Ole, yeah. Natural disaster. Okay, Kuapotro, very good. Ice stones falling from the sky. Ole, very good. Solid form of ice water. Very good. Kua Potharo, very good. Fantastic. Exactly. So hailstorm or hailstones is nothing but जो कुआ पत्थरों या ओले बोलते हैं हम लोग, जो गिरता है, that whatever is that is hailstorm, and whatever that is, it's very very dangerous for the crops. Okay, so Lencho was waiting for the rain to fall. Okay, उसको क्या था कि यार ये साल बारिश हो जाएगा, अच्छी बारिश हो जाए भगवान, प्लीज मेरी फसल अच्छे से उग जाए ताकि मैं अपना जो यील्ड है बेचूं और मेरी जो निजी जिंदगी है या रोटी है मैं वो खा सकूं. बट व्हाट हैपेंड, बारिश के जगह, ठीक है, बारिश जो हुआ वो बहुत जल्दी हो गया, जब होना था उससे पहले हो गया, पर बारिश नहीं हुआ, हेल स्टॉर्म आ गया. ठीक है, ओले गिरे और उसकी पूरी फसल बर्बाद हो गई. अब उसके पास कुछ नहीं बचा बेचने के लिए. ही इज रनिंग इनटू लॉसेस, ही इज लेफ्ट विथ नो मनी. तब लेंचो क्या करता है, वो बहुत परेशान रहता है. ही वॉज वेरी वेरी अपसेट. हिज वाइफ इवन सेड हिम कि there's almighty is God, भगवान है, there is God, he'll help us out, he'll create some ways. Okay, we have this saying, right, if one door closes, the other 3 doors definitely opens. His wife supports him. He tells him that we have worked so hard, so we must not lose our confidence. So what does Lencho do? Lencho, what does he do? He writes a letter to the address to God. Okay, he writes a letter to God saying कि मेरा ऐसा ऐसा हुआ है. He writes a letter. He puts all his grief, all his जो भी है उसके मन में, he puts all his thoughts into the letter and then writes it to God. Okay, so he posts the letter. I'm telling you the summary. Okay, just know the summary and then we'll go detail into the chapter. Okay, so what happens? He writes a letter and sends it to the like he puts it in the post box. So who delivers the post? Obviously the postmaster delivers the post, right? So the postmaster, when he saw that he's writing a letter to God, he had a curiosity to read it, because he can't see what if I am the postmaster, if I see a letter writing, oh acha, this is Sujanagar Ankuli, so I'll just, okay, I know the address, I can go and deliver it. But what about when the address is to God? If I am the postmaster, where will I take it? I can't go to heaven, right? That's not practically possible. So he was curious to know what's inside. Okay, so what did the postmaster do? He opened the letter, he read it, okay, he read it, whatever was there, he understood. Okay, he understood. He thought something, and he thought many things. Okay, that we'll read detailing in the chapter. He thought many things, he read many things, and then what did he do? He read the letter, and along with his he contributed his own salary, and then along with the help of his fellow colleagues, whoever other colleagues he had in the post office, he collected from some money from them, put it in a parcel and sent it to Lencho. Right? Can you guys understand? Are you guys clear till now? Yes? Okay, very good. So it's done, right? So उसके बाद क्या हुआ? What did the postmaster do? He sent the letter to Lencho. Okay, but what happened? Lencho, when he got the letter, okay, he opened it. He found only 70 pesos. Okay, what is a peso? Peso. What is the currency of India? What is the currency of India? Rupees, yeah, very good. So in India the currency is rupees, but this story is based in Latin America, okay, where the currency is pesos. Okay, he saw that there are only 70 pesos. Okay, he thought, rather, देखो, अगर you have got something, you should be happy with that, right? But instead of that, Lencho, when he opened the letter, he was very disappointed. Okay, he was very disappointed. He thought that God has sent him more money, but in the middle these intermediate postmaster had stolen the money from him. Okay, he thought the postmasters were the villains. Okay, he thought the postmaster guys did something, they took all the money from him and gave him some part of the money to him. Okay, to Lencho. So what did he do? He didn't understand, he didn't analyze properly. He had a belief in God कि मैंने भगवान को लेटर भेजा है, भगवान मेरे को हेल्प किया, मेरे को भगवान ने इतना पैसा भेजा है, पर बीच में इन लोग खा लिए मेरा. ठीक है, you're getting the point, right? So वो हुआ. So what happened? Despite of being happy, he wrote a letter to God saying कि dear God, I am very disappointed. Okay, so you sent me this much money, and these postmasters, I believe these postmasters in between have stolen all my money, and he wrote a disappointing letter again to God. So this is what the entire sketch of the story is. Please let me know if you have any doubts. Please let me know in the summary. We'll just proceed with the chapter next. No doubt? No, ma'am. Okay. Very good. Fantastic. Shall we move ahead? It's a small chapter. Let's finish this today, okay? So that in the evening you can sit down and I'll give you homework to maybe study the question and answers. Okay. Yes? Okay. Chalo. Let's come to the first paragraph of the chapter. The chapter says, the house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flowers that only promised a good harvest. So, what does it say? Lencho ka house ghar kahan pe tha? Where was his house located? His house is the only one house in the entire valley. Pura jo valley tha, you know what a valley is, right? So his house was the only one house which was in the top of a valley. This is the valley. Okay, I'm very bad at drawing, so I prefer not to draw. So just imagine the valley. Okay, fine. So this is the valley and his house was on the top of a low hill. एक low hill था whose altitude was low. So his house was on the top of a hill. Crest of a hill. What is crest of a hill? Crest of it is nothing but the top of the hill. जो hill top है वहाँ पे उसका घर था. Okay, so उसका घर crest पे था. From this height वहाँ से उसको सब कुछ जो river था, whatever he could see the rivers, he could see his field. Okay, जो field था उसका जो खेत था, कौन सा खेत था उसका? Cornfield, right? उसका जो cornfield था उसमें they had flowers in it, yellow flowers. He could see them properly, dotted with flowers. See, whenever you see something from a distance, you are at a higher altitude and you see something from at the other part of the lane or something. If you see it lower, you can see it clearly, right? सब छोटे छोटे दिखते हैं ना, right? You go anywhere, सब छोटे छोटे दिखते हैं. वैसे ही उसके घर से he could see the river, the house, the flowers. Everything was looking so small and there were plenty of flowers dotted with flowers. मतलब उसका खेत भरा हुआ था फूलों से, right? So that only promised of a good harvest. मतलब when his field was filled with flowers, that obviously means कि उसका फसल बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है, right? So the only thing that the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Downpour or a shower मतलब the only thing that the field needed was कुछ some amount of rain. ठीक है, सिर्फ बारिश की ज़रूरत थी, अच्छी बारिश की ज़रूरत थी उस साल की अच्छे फसल के लिए. Okay. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. पूरे दिन लेंचो ने क्या किया? He just sat there looking at the northeast, waiting for the rain to fall. Right? Next. Now, we are really going to get some water. Woman, who is the woman now? Obviously, Lencho's wife. He is talking to his wife saying, now we are really going to get some water. Or the shower. Shower is nothing but the rain. बारिश तो होने ही वाली है अभी. The woman who was preparing supper. What is supper? Dinner. So the supper who was preparing for supper replied, yes, God willing. भगवान चाहे तो जरूर होगा. The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them up. मतलब जो उसके जो बड़े बच्चे थे, the older boys and the smaller boys, okay, he had we'll just imagine Lencho has 2 elder kids and 2 smaller kids, okay. So the 2 boys who were elder, वो लोग क्या कर रहे थे? वो लोग फील्ड में काम कर रहे थे, उनका जो खेत है उसमें काम कर रहे थे, और जो छोटे वाले थे वो उनके घर के बगल में खेल रहे थे. So their mother called them to have supper, okay. It was during the meal, वो लोग खाना खा ही रहे थे. Just then, as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. And Lencho was waiting for the rain to fall for the whole day, right? Just then, when they were having खाना खा ही रहे थे, in the middle of the dinner, they realized that something was falling out there, okay, and it was big heavy drops of rain. Okay, in the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. Huge mountain, huge clouds जो थे, जो घने बादल थे, they could see him approaching. What is approaching? आ रहे हैं पास में. They could see that coming. Okay, the air was fresh and sweet. बारिश जब होता है कैसा होता है मौसम? एकदम सुनहरा, एकदम अच्छा होता है मौसम. The air was so fresh and so sweet. The man went out for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, लेंचो बाहर क्यों गया? He went with only one reason, कि मैं बाहर जाऊं और वो जो अच्छी जो to feel the pure or to feel the essence of rain. He just wanted to go out and have everyone like कभी भी बारिश होता है, you go run to the window और छत के ऊपर भाग जाते हैं सब लोग, हम लोग. क्यों? Why? क्योंकि वो जो प्री रेन जो होता है, जो बारिश से पहले का जो मौसम होता है, वो एकदम बढ़िया होता है, राइट? So these aren't raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10 cent pieces and the little ones are 5. Okay? Out of horror, out of despair, वो जाता है बाहर. यार क्या हो रहा है बाहर? ये तो बारिश नहीं, ये तो ओले गिर रहे हैं, बड़े बड़े stones गिर रहे हैं. Okay? बड़े बड़े, see he is comparing the stones to coins. Okay? जो बड़े बड़े stones गिर रहे हैं वो बड़े बड़े shapes के हैं, like the big coins. तो छोटे छोटे stones हैं, they are like the small coins. Right? So, see, okay, see, I would like to rectify one thing. See, the statement which says the big ones are 10 cents and the little ones are 5. Sorry, I'm sorry. He was very happy. Okay, he went out. He saw कि जो बड़े बड़े drops गिर रहे हैं ना, he was like जो बड़े बड़े drops गिर रहे हैं उससे मेरे को 10 पैसा आ जाएगा, जो छोटे छोटे drops गिर रहे हैं उससे मेरे को 5 पैसा आ जाएगा. क्यों? Because he thought कि जो बारिश गिर रहा है उससे उसका फसल बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है. So he was calculating the money in his like कि यार मेरे को इतना पैसा तो आ जाएगा, उसमें तो इतना पैसा आ जाएगा, पर मेरा फसल इस बार अच्छे से होने वाला है. Right? Okay. Any doubts till now? कंटिन्यू करेगा, कंटिन्यू करेगा. Okay. Okay. So since we started the class a bit late today, I would like to conclude it, call it off a class here itself. So tomorrow we'll just proceed with the next chapter. So the homework will be 80% for tomorrow, but 20% of the part you have to do today. I need you guys to do 20% work. That is, first of all, whatever I told you, just revise it again, and most importantly, from the entire chapter, not only till where I taught, from the entire chapter, pick up those difficult words. Okay, those words like what were the words till in despair or crest or the approaching or whatever words you feel that you don't know the immediate meaning, just put it down on a piece of paper or your notebook, English notebook. Write the meaning of it. Okay, meaning is what kind of meaning? Not those difficult words which you talk on a daily language. Maybe you can see, try to use those meanings in your day-to-day conversation. That is what I want you guys to do. Okay, that is what my approach is. Okay, it's not about thinking and writing the exam. Okay, exam आज है, कल खत्म होगा. You need to get very good marks in your exam, but exam के बात भूल जाना is not the thing. Okay, you need to remember everything. So just do me a favor, write it down on a piece of paper, write a easier meaning of the, so that you can use it in your day-to-day life, and then from the entire chapter, पूरा chapter देखो एक बार, कहाँ पे बड़े बड़े words हैं, just write it down. Okay, fine. Can you just tell me if okay, what is the meaning of God willing? Okay, God willing is बोला था ना, God willing is his wife. He said कि या जरूर. When Lencho said that बारिश तो इस बार होगी ही अच्छे से, then Lencho's wife said yes, God willing. God willing, willing is मर्जी, मर्जी. मर्जी इज व्हाट, भगवान की दया होगी तो बारिश होगी जरूर, राइट? I was comparing raindrops to currency of coins. Yes, yeah, that's what I rectified. Okay, he was comparing the raindrops to currency of coins. Yeah. Yes. Okay, are you guys happy with my style of teaching, or you want any changes? Please do let me know. Sense, what is sense? Sense means तो भेजना. Please, any changes you can let me know. If okay, so yes ma'am, thank you. Okay, fine. So please do the homework. I didn't give you a homework actually, but then please, this will be, cents is not the currency here beta, cents, S-E-N-T-S, that cents is C-E-N-T-S, S-E-N-T-S is bhejna, and here the currency is pesos, right? Please write it down, all the difficult meanings in a piece of paper, and we'll meet tomorrow or day after, I don't know, according to the timetable. Okay, thank you so much. We'll call it off. Bye. Thank you.
Salam.